Welcome to the Kingdom of Starlight Wings, a realm where the night sky breathes with magic and every star tells a story. In this world of shimmering constellations and celestial creatures, the skies are ruled by winged beings born from light itself. Tonight, we'll journey beyond the clouds to uncover the mysteries of their radiant kingdom, its rulers, its battles, and the prophecy that binds their destiny to the stars. So spread your wings, gaze into the heavens, and prepare to be enchanted. This is Kingdom of Starlight Wings, where magic takes flight and legends illuminate the dark. Kingdom of Starlight Wings. The tale. Beneath a sky painted with eternal twilight, there lies a realm known as the Kingdom of Starlight Wings, a place where night never fully surrenders to dawn, and the air shimmers with the light of 1,000 constellations. Suspended between heaven and earth, the kingdom floats upon clouds of silver mist, its towers woven from moonstone and crystal, its streets paved with luminous feathers that hum with celestial energy. The kingdom is home to the Aurelian, a race of winged beings born from stardust and moonfire. Each Aurelian bears wings that glimmer like the night sky, black as the void, silver as comets, or radiant with hues of nebulae. They are not mere mortals, but children of the cosmos, guardians of balance between the celestial and the mortal worlds. At the heart of their realm stands Linares Citadel, a sprawling fortress that pierces the heavens. Its grand hall, called the Hall of Ether Veins, is said to contain the heartbeat of the universe itself, an enormous crystal pulsating with the rhythm of starlight. It is from this crystal that the Aurelians draw their strength, wisdom, and the power of flight. The Queen of Light and Shadow. Ruling the kingdom was Queen Seraphel, known as the Monarch of Wings Eternal. Her wings were woven from both light and darkness, half radiant white, half shadowed black, a sign that she embodied both creation and oblivion. She was said to be born during a celestial convergence, when the moon eclipsed the sun and the stars aligned to form a crown in the heavens. Seraphel was wise yet burdened by the cosmic balance she upheld. She was destined to protect the celestial veil, a mystical barrier that separated the mortal realm below from the celestial above. Should the veil ever shatter, both worlds would collide. The sky would bleed into the earth, and mortals would drown in starlight. But there was one who envied her rule, the fallen wing. Among the Aurelian High Guard was Caliph, the queen's most trusted protector and childhood companion. His wings were darker than the abyss, his power unmatched. Yet, beneath his loyalty burned a secret desire, to possess the heart of starlight for himself and transcend his kind. The heart of starlight, a fragment of the first star born at creation, was said to grant the bearer dominion over light and time itself. Caliph believed that with it, he could reshape the cosmos, freeing the Aurelians from their endless duty as guardians. To him, eternity was a cage made of beauty and servitude. When Seraphel refused his plea to release the Aurelians from their celestial oath, Caliph's devotion curdled into fury. One storm-laden night, under the rare eclipse of shadows, he betrayed his queen. With a blade forged from void steel, he shattered the heart's vessel within the citadel, splitting it into shards that scattered across the heavens. The explosion ripped the kingdom apart, tearing through the clouds, shattering towers, and turning the silver skies into storms of starlight. Caliph was cast down into the mortal world, his wings burned to ash. He became the first fallen, doomed to wander beneath the stars he once ruled. The Age of Shattered Wings. With the heart of starlight broken, the kingdom fell into decay. The once gleaming towers dimmed, the rivers of light turned black, and the Aurelian race began to lose their wings one by one. The queen, grievously wounded by Caliph's betrayal, sealed the remnants of the heart within her own chest, becoming its living vessel. But the power was too great. The crystal's pulse began consuming her from within, turning her veins into rivers of starlight and her soul into pure energy. Knowing her time was short, Seraphel gathered the last of her strength to summon a prophecy. It foretold the rise of a child of comets, born in the mortal realm, whose soul carried the echo of the stars. This child would one day ascend to the heavens and restore the heart, mending the shattered bond between worlds. And so, the queen vanished into the starlight, her body dissolving into countless fragments that became the constellation now known as the Wings of Seraphel, a radiant sign that appears only once every 1,000 years. The Mortal Awakening. Centuries later, in the mortal world, beneath the silver dunes of the desert of Ornis, a young girl named Lyra was born. Her eyes mirrored the constellations, and her hair shimmered faintly beneath the moon. From childhood, she felt the pull of the sky, the whisper of voices carried on starlit winds. She dreamed of winged figures weeping above the clouds, of a queen made of light, and of a fallen warrior with eyes of shadow. Every dream ended the same, with a single phrase echoing in her mind, "Restore the heart, child of comets." When she turned 17, a meteor fell from the heavens, crashing near her village. Drawn by fate, Lyra found within the crater a shard of crystal glowing like molten silver, the first fragment of the heart of starlight. The moment her fingers touched it, wings of light unfurled from her back, and the heavens themselves trembled. The Aurelians, sensing the rebirth of celestial power, stirred once more. Some, led by the priestess Mirren, believed Lyra to be the prophesied savior. Others, twisted by centuries of despair, saw her as a threat to their fractured dominion. But deep within the mortal shadows, Caliph, now immortal through forbidden means, watched her ascent. His heart, consumed by both regret and vengeance, burned with a single intent, to claim the heart once more, and either end or remake all creation. The return to the sky. Lyra's journey carried her across worlds, through ruins of ancient Aurelian temples hidden in mountains, across oceans that reflected constellations, and into the veil between realms where stars hung like lanterns in a sea of eternity. Guided by the spirit of Queen Seraphel, she gathered the remaining shards, each hidden within a trial of balance, one guarded by flame, one by shadow, one by time, and one by sorrow. Each shard tested her heart, forcing her to face her deepest fears and desires. She learned that power without compassion was corruption, and light without darkness was blindness. In understanding both, her wings grew stronger, forged not of mere starlight, but of will and unity. When the final shard was claimed, the celestial veil trembled. Caliph appeared before her, his eyes burning with cosmic fury. The sky split open, revealing the ruins of the Kingdom of Starlight Wings, its towers shattered, yet still floating amidst the stars like a ghost of glory. There, amidst the wreckage of their once shared home, Caliph and Lyra clashed in a battle that spanned both time and eternity. Light and shadow danced across the firmament as stars fell like tears. But Lyra, with Seraphel's voice within her heart, did not strike Caliph down. Instead, she extended her hand. "You sought freedom," she said, "but you bound yourself to sorrow. Let this be your release." Her compassion pierced the darkness within him. The heart of starlight, now whole once more, pulsed between them. Caliph at last wept, not from pain, but from the memory of what was lost. With his final breath, he gave his essence to the heart, restoring its power and releasing the Aurelians from their ancient curse. The rebirth of the kingdom. As the heart reawakened, the sky blazed with color. The ruined citadel began to rise, its towers reformed from starlight and song. The Aurelians' wings shimmered anew, no longer bound to the cycle of duty, but free to live and dream. Lyra ascended to the throne not as a queen of dominion, but as a guardian of harmony. The Kingdom of Starlight Wings was reborn, not as a realm of celestial superiority, but as a bridge between worlds, where mortals and stars could coexist. From then on, when mortals looked to the night sky and saw the constellation of the wings, they did not see gods or guardians. They saw hope, rebirth, and a reminder that light and shadow were never meant to destroy one another, but to dance together in eternal balance. Explanation and symbolism. Kingdom of Starlight Wings is more than a story of celestial fantasy. It is a myth of duality, redemption, and the search for balance between creation and destruction, light and dark, mortal and divine. At its heart lies the theme of balance, embodied by Queen Seraphel's dual wings and Lyra's ultimate understanding that harmony arises from coexistence, not domination. It challenges the idea of good versus evil, suggesting that even darkness has purpose when embraced with compassion. Caliph, the fallen wing, represents ambition without empathy, the tragic hero who sought freedom but lost himself to his own pride. His descent mirrors the mythic archetype of Lucifer or Icarus, beings whose desire for transcendence led to downfall. Yet his redemption, through Lyra's forgiveness, shows that even the most broken can return to the light. Lyra embodies renewal and unity. As the child of comets, she bridges both worlds, mortal and celestial. Her journey through the shards symbolizes the human path toward wholeness, facing one's fears, integrating shadow and light, and achieving enlightenment through self-awareness rather than conquest. The heart of starlight symbolizes the soul of existence, the power of creation and time. When shattered, it mirrors the fragmentation of the self and of the universe's harmony. When restored, it signifies healing, both cosmic and personal. The celestial veil reflects the boundaries we create between heaven and earth, between ideals and flaws, between what we wish to be and what we are. Lyra's mission is the breaking and healing of that boundary, teaching that transcendence is not escape from the world, but unity with it. Philosophical undertones. At a deeper level, Kingdom of Starlight Wings explores the duality within the human spirit. The Aurelians, despite their beauty and power, represent aspects of humanity, our yearning for perfection, our fear of imperfection, and our eternal conflict between duty and desire. Seraphel's rule embodies wisdom tempered by sorrow, showing that even divinity must bear the weight of empathy. Calitha's rebellion represents the rejection of restraint, the desire for ultimate freedom without consequence, a freedom that ultimately destroys itself. Lyra's story, however, redefines freedom, not as the absence of bonds, but as the harmony of them. Her wings, forged from both mortal fragility and celestial strength, symbolize the power of self-acceptance and compassion as the true path to ascension. Legacy of the stars. In the mythic world lore, the Kingdom of Starlight Wings becomes a parable retold among dreamers and stargazers. When a comet passes the night sky, it is said to be Lyra's light, watching over the balance she restored. When the wind hums softly through the clouds, some claim it is the echo of Calitha's final song, a melody of forgiveness carried across eternity. And when the wings of Seraphel constellation appears, those who gaze upon it are reminded that within every heart lies a fragment of starlight waiting to awaken. The story thus serves as both legend and lesson, an allegory of how destruction can lead to creation, how betrayal can lead to redemption, and how even amidst the ruins of lost kingdoms, hope can take flight once more. Kingdom of Starlight Wings is a celestial epic, a fusion of fantasy, myth, and spiritual allegory. It celebrates the eternal interplay between light and darkness, the resilience of the soul, and the rebirth that follows every fall. Through the fall of Caliph, the sacrifice of Seraphel, and the awakening of Lyra, it tells us this timeless truth. Every ending births a new beginning, every shadow hides a light, and every wing, broken or whole, belongs to the sky. In the end, the Kingdom of Starlight Wings is not just a realm above the clouds. It is the universe within us all, the ever-glowing reminder that we, too, are made of starlight. As the stars fade and the celestial winds grow still, our journey through the Kingdom of Starlight Wings comes to a close. We've soared through realms of wonder, witnessed the power of light and shadow, and uncovered the secrets written in the night sky. But remember, every ending sparks a new beginning among the stars. If you enjoyed exploring this luminous kingdom, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Until our next flight through myth and magic, keep your spirit alight and your wings strong. The stars are watching, and their story continues with you.